We do have some ideas. We're exploring several options to ensure that we can maintain a state of good repair on our highways and bridges by freeing up funding for improvements and looking at how and where various options might be implemented. Of course, none of these options will work across the board, and it will be necessary to use a variety of methods. There are several tolling options that could be effective in specific locations. For example, there's spot tolling, where a fee is collected when drivers pass through a certain location, like a bridge or a tunnel. Managed lanes are additional lanes on a highway where the traffic is managed for faster travel. With managed lanes, traffic can be regulated by charging a toll or by encouraging carpooling. It offers a choice to drivers to pay a fee, carpool, or use the regular lanes. Congestion pricing is another form of tolling, which charges a toll that varies by time of day or the amount of congestion on a roadway. Tolls are priced to encourage carpooling or use of another route when traffic gets too heavy, creating a reliable speed and trip for users. Corridor tolling is what we have on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, where the price of the toll is based on how far you traveled on a road. Aside from tolling, an option is to look at a road user charge, essentially charging drivers a small fee for each mile they drive. Another option is to look towards fees or taxes as additional sources of funding. For example, we could increase fees and taxes related to vehicle registration, driver's licenses, vehicle batteries, or tires. Based on fuel efficiencies and other issues, we don't believe that increasing the gas tax is a great option. Determining which of these options is most feasible is, of course, a very complex process. Some options may work better than others in different circumstances, and while some options may be available within the next year or two, others may take more time to implement, but may be something we should work toward. The priority today is to fill this funding gap as soon as possible and develop a plan going forward. We know that no single solution will solve our funding challenges. Determining the most effective options, both now and in the long term, will be key to successfully funding our highways and bridges now and into the future. To do that, we're looking at options to generate funding in the next 1 to 2 years and further down the line based on feasibility and the ability of any given option to achieve our funding needs, while also evaluating equity and each option's potential impacts on the public. We recognize that reinventing the wheel for near-term solutions is not an option. We need to develop a funding approach that considers our infrastructure requirements, existing institutional relationships, and administrative process. We also need to consider that these various funding options require approvals and can take some time to put into practice.